Hey y'all, welcome back to Brave Kids Art Club. My name is Brad and thank you so much for coming and drawing with me today. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So we have a very special holiday coming up right around the corner at the end of the week. We have Easter. And when we think of animals during Easter, what animal do you think of? Bunnies, right? We think of bunnies. So we're gonna draw our own bunny, but this bunny is gonna be holding an Easter egg, which will be a whole lot of fun and you can decorate however you'd like. Did you guys ever decorate eggs at home for Easter? Well, I know we did, and we still do with our kids, and it's a whole lot of fun. You can dunk them in the dyes, you can, paint them, you can draw on them. It was always a whole lot of fun. We're gonna make our very own Easter eggs, and we're gonna have our little bunny holding it. It should be a lot of fun. But did you ever wonder why bunnies have anything to do with Easter? Well, it's because they're a symbol of new life. Bunnies have lots and lots of babies. When bunnies get pregnant, it only takes them a month to have a baby. With humans, it takes us like 9 months to have a baby. And each time bunnies have babies, they have 4 to 12 kids every single time. Crazy. That's why bunnies are used around Easter. We're gonna draw our very own. Are you guys ready to draw? Awesome. Okay, so let's make sure we have everything we need. So as always, you need a nice clean sheet of paper. Make sure you have a pencil for what? That's right, for sketching, because we're gonna do our sketching first. And then we gotta bring out some sort of eraser, because we're gonna erase that under sketch. And then we'll have some sort of pen or marker that you want to use that's dark for our outlines. And at the end, we're going to color it, and I'm going to use my giant thing of markers here. You can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, watercolors, whatever you want to do. That would be awesome. So let's get started with our sketch. Okay, now, I always joke about how many ovals we draw, but today, you're just going to have to let all that go because we're going to draw a lot of ovals. It's pretty much all ovals here with this bunny and this egg, because an egg shape is an oval. Okay, so let's start with our egg maybe, and we'll draw an egg right here, right about here. And it's kind of a guessing game. You kind of have to guess where you want to put your drawings on your page. And that's why we're doing the sketching. That's why we use a pencil. Because if we don't really like where it is or we need to move it, we can do that before it's permanent with our markers and things. Okay. So I think that's pretty good looking egg. Now we're gonna go really lightly. We're gonna do another oval right up here, and it's gonna overlap this part of the egg. So this is gonna be our egg here, just as a heads up. So we're gonna have this part right here, another oval. There we go. There you go. It's gonna overlap. Did you get that? So let's go right about here in the head. We're gonna do a big arc right here for the body. Probably further back, actually. There's gonna be a chubby bunny. Bunnies are so cute. Speaking of cute, when bunnies get excited or really happy, they do something called a binky, where they'll jump up and twist their body in the air and kick their little feet. I don't do it justice, so you're gonna have to look it up. Have your parents help you look it up, maybe on YouTube. But look up bunnies binkying. I think that's how you say it. They do the binky, and it's the cutest little like heel click thing when they're really happy. Okay, so we got the back of this here. That arc, we want to give a little bit of room over here, and we might even move it back further. But then I want to draw a circle that kind of overlaps right here. It's gonna overlap a little bit right here on this egg. Right down here. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make this kind of work into my circle. So once I've done that, and if you need to erase a little bit because it's getting a little bit messy, you can do that and bring it back down. So you want these to kind of run into each other. Does that make sense? There we go. So we got your bunny's bottom right here. You got their little haunches. And then we're going to draw an oval like maybe right on top of here a little bit. Overlap the egg a little bit. And we'll have it come out here. That's an oval. That's what I was going for. I didn't actually finish the oval, but that's what I'm going for. And then you can draw another one maybe right back here. It's going to be another little foot on the other side. Peeking out behind there. It's like he's hugging it. Okay, so you got 2 feet, you got the haunches, you got the head. We got maybe a tail over here. That could be another oval. It overlaps a little bit. You can go crazy with the tail. Maybe you want it more like fuzzy. Maybe you want a bigger tail or a smaller tail or a perfectly round tail. I'm really anxious to see what you guys do. I always love drawing my own things, but it's kind of more fun when I get to see how you've done it. Because you don't have to follow this exactly. Okay. Every once in a while I like to erase things just to make it look a little cleaned up. We got the hips, we got the tail, we got the feet. Now we need the little arm. Let's make a cute little arm here. I'm going to actually just do a little curve right here. And then it's just going to come up over here and be this little hand that comes up on the egg. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. And then it's going to go up over here. You see that? And you could probably even draw it just as an oval if you want to make it easier on yourself. And then I'm going to erase a little bit of this on the inside because that's getting a little muddy, and you want to be able to see that for when we do the inking part with our marker, our outlines. Okay, so there's a little hand right there. Maybe it's too small. Maybe it's just adorable, so maybe we'll keep it there, just that size. And then over here, you can draw your oval shape for that other one coming up, the other hand coming up over here, the little paw, right over here. Make sure it kind of goes over so you can see it going over the egg. Cool. Okay. And then you can change the shape of the head a little bit if you like. You can bring it in if you want to bring it up here. That would be fine to point it, or if you want it more squared off, you can square it off. But maybe let's try the ears so we know. I left a lot of room. I kind of put it down here lower because I know I want to put big ears. But the ears are another one that you can have a lot of fun with. As long as they're like long ears, you can do whatever you want. You can flop them all the way down here. You can put them down the back. You can have them flipped up and curved. I'm going to do them like out here and kind of do them like this. Stick them straight out over here. That other one might have been a little too long. We'll shorten it. I got a little carried away there. Yeah, we'll shorten it at the end there. There we go. And you can make pointy ears. You can make flat ears. They have all different kinds. And you're the artist. You get to do what you want. The only time it matters what you do is if it needs to look like something, you need to make sure it looks like that animal. So, but you can do that pretty easily. Like this already looks like a bunny, and there's not even a little face on it. So you can get away with a lot and take a lot of artistic liberties. It means do what you want as the artist. Now let's draw a little line right here on this circle for his, or the oval here for his head. Right up here. His or her head, you know? I don't really know if it's a girl or guy yet. Haven't decided. Have you already thought of a name for your bunny? Because I am still trying to see it. Maybe when I put the color down, or I get a little bit further with the inking, I'll be able to figure out what the name is. All right, so now that we're over here, we got the little mouth area. So let's do a nose. Let's do an upside down triangle. Let's do kind of a smaller one. But I'm going to have it go to this corner and then match it down. So upside down triangle, and I'll just let it keep that curve right at the top of the nose. And then this will allow me to bring the little mouth in like this. And then I'll kind of let this run off the side like that, because it's the other side of its face. That's okay to leave it over there. And then maybe let's do some whiskers over here. And I'll do a few whiskers over here. I didn't do a very good job. We'll do a better job when we do the inking. And then we got to give it a big cute eye, because bunnies are super, super cute. So we want to give them a nice big eye, but also the big pupil. Remember, the bigger that pupil is, the cuter they are. So let's do a big pupil right here. We'll have them looking down over here. There we go. Maybe even a bigger pupil. We'll see. And then we're going to draw just the little lines here for the hands. And then the feet over here, we're going to do... I think that's probably good enough right there. We'll do a couple more. But while I'm thinking about how cute these bunnies are, the babies, they call them kits, and that's short for kittens. I had no clue. And kittens are cute too, so just bunnies are cute all around, it seems like. Okay, are we liking where this is at? You have your sketch already where you like it? Now, this is where we're gonna have a lot of fun because you can do whatever you want here. You don't have to draw anything in there, and you can just paint it, or you can just color it in, whatever you want, do some fun shapes or fun patterns, however you wanna do it. This is gonna be, what I'm drawing right now is just for me. You can do whatever you want. This is where I want you to really have fun. So I'm just gonna go and make a really maybe fun pattern, something that I can color in and have a lot of fun with. Maybe I'll do like a line, a couple lines over here, some circles. It really could be anything you want. I'm just trying to make something fun that I can color in because I love making those opportunities to add a lot of color. Do a little zigzag maybe over here on my egg. How do you guys decorate your eggs? I'm very curious. We always just did them with the dyes, and then sometimes we put the little chalk on there, or the little crayon, the white crayon that you draw on it, and then when you dunk it in the dye and pull it out, it only dyed everything but the drawing. And I always thought that was pretty fun. But I've heard of some people doing some really fun, you know, Easter egg coloring. Curious what you guys do. Maybe I'll get a hint of what you do if you make your egg here, and then maybe you can share it on Instagram. Your parents can post it on Instagram, and then just tag us at Brave Kids Art Club, and that way I'll get to see it and see what you guys do. All right, so what should I name my bunny? I think I'm gonna name her Jenny. I think it's a girl, and I'm gonna name her after my niece, Jenny. She's also a really good artist, so I think she'll be excited. So we got Jenny here, all ready to be... I think I just lost my pencil. Well, good thing we don't need to use the pencils anymore. We are on to markers. Any erasing that we need to do beforehand? Maybe. I might want to erase just some of this right here because we're not going to actually draw. We're not going to marker in any of this as the outline. So if there's anything that might confuse you, you may want to erase it off. I might just erase like little pieces over here just because that egg's going to be hidden right there, and make sure I don't go over. I think this one, yeah, this one's gonna not be in the background. Cool. Okay, that's good. I think I'm ready to add my lines. So let's drop in our lines. And I try to go with the big major shapes first if I can. Okay, now I'm not going to go all the way down here. Maybe I'll just bring it right up here, and I'll do that circle just there for the haunches when it's all bent over, when it's all sitting down. Okay, we'll give the little arm right here. We'll have it touch that part. There we go. I'm going to draw the other little paw on the other side. And draw this foot back here. There we go. I wanted to do all that before I did the egg because sometimes I'll run over the body parts and I forget that it's behind all those. So I'm also going to do the head first, then I'll draw the egg last, even though we drew the egg first to begin with. I'm actually going to start right here on the side of the ear. I don't want to draw over the ear. I want that ear to be in the front. So I'm going to draw the ear rounded over here. And then I'm going to do, now I'm going to draw this part of the head going over. I'm going to connect it right there. Ooh, gotta be careful. I don't want to go too thick right there. I'm going to draw the other ear. And their ears are cool because they can go like 180 degrees. That means they can turn around quite a bit and listen for things. It's kind of cool. They can kind of rotate on top of their head. All right, so let's draw the inside of the ear here. Go all the way down. I'm going to stop right there. Go straight down. Make a little line. So this ear is going to be facing that way, and this ear is going to be facing this way, towards us. And they can do that, which is cool. All right, now we're going to make sure we're going to get this eye really big. Circles always scare me to draw. They're really hard to draw. Okay, now I'm going to draw the pupil here on the inside. I want that pupil to be pretty big to make it look extra adorable, just like they are. And then we'll draw the little mouth area with their nose. Make that upside down V. And then we'll do the little smile where their mouth is. There we go. And then maybe I'll do really straight little whiskers over here. And maybe I'll make the whiskers coming off of this line. Maybe I'll come off that line. I don't know. Now it's looking kind of too close. I would do them over here, but I think it gets a little too messy, so I'll just keep them right there, and I think that'll look okay. Maybe I make them a little bit longer to match the other ones out there. Okay, so I got his little whiskers. Now we can draw that egg. Right back there. Follow our sketch. Whoop, I got a little shaky. All the way around, so you don't have to guess. That's why we draw the full shape. Even though we're not going to end up coloring it all the way in or outlining it, we draw the full shape so that it's easier to draw in one big motion than to go and then pick it back up. It's hard to tell what the shape's going to be, so if you just do one big motion, it's a lot easier. So that's why we draw that first. And then we're going to draw the little tail in the back. And what do we have left? Oh, we have the little hands holding the egg and the little feet. Got those big feet. Okay, and lastly, I just have to do all the details on my egg. Yours hopefully looks really different. I want you guys to use your imagination and draw something completely different for the inside of the egg. This is where I want you to use all of your imagination powers and come up with something really cool. Because when you have an opportunity like that, you can literally do anything you want. Maybe it's got a space theme. It's got like stars and moons in there, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just polka dots, or maybe it's just stripes, or maybe it's like an optical illusion and it does really cool things with shapes and patterns. I don't know, maybe it's just a single color, or you just put watercolors in it, or you just put whatever you want to do. There's so many things you can do with it. That's what I love about it. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my last little circles, and I should be ready to start coloring it in. Okay, so I'm gonna do my erasing first. Make sure I have this already so it doesn't show up underneath my markers is what I'm using. So let's go ahead and erase all this stuff, and then we should be ready to move on to color. And done. Whew. Man, my hands hurt after doing all that erasing, especially that fast. So have fun coloring in your Easter eggs. And while we're talking about Easter eggs, it's kind of interesting that bunnies, for one, obviously they don't like eggs in real life, but two, they don't even like carrots in real life. Did you know that? Well, they may eat them, but they don't look for them out in the wild at all. They're actually too sugary for them, so it's actually not that good to feed your rabbit too many carrots. Pretty interesting. Okay, have fun coloring, and I'll catch you up at the end. Did you guys turn out all right? Did you have fun with the eggs? Man, I know I had a lot of fun with mine. I love doing all the little shapes and patterns in there. So again, thank you guys so much for sticking around and drawing with me today. This is always the highlight of my day. Enjoy your Easter Sunday this coming weekend. Oh, and one thing I forgot, you need to sign your name. So don't forget to put your little name in the bottom corner here so that everybody knows whose it is, and you're proud to put your name on it because you're proud of what you did. So have a good rest of the day, and always remember to be brave, be creative, and most importantly, be you. Okay, we'll see you next time.